This reminds everybody of what they cannot stand about Washington. Scoring points against each other, poking at each other, and telling each other that you're my plan, your plan. Look, we all
that's called a Democratic primary election. That's called an election. That's an election. You know, this is what we're here for. It's an election.
Well, you guys just heard that. That was yet another moment from Julian Castro that impressed me, and I think he was on fire in this debate. I'm just trying to show all the examples of him doing a good job, or rather amazing job, to convince you guys that he won, because many people don't actually think that he won, which I find very strange. You might have even heard in the background when Castro was like, it's called an election, you could hear my mom go like, ooh, because she knew that he just got him too. And she wasn't even watching me record the video. She was just, preparing the bed. But that was a very good moment because you have classic Buttigeg trying to manipulate the voters. And how does he do that? Well, think of it this way. Whenever he's asked a question, it's really hard, but when you have to be like already determined to find something about it that's bad, and then you'll find it. If you're relaxed, you won't notice it. But whenever he's asked a question, he doesn't actually answer the question. He just kind of talks about it. So, for example, would you agree with the assault weapons ban? He would start talking about how terrible it is that we have so many mass shootings in America, talking about the Parkland school shooting, all these massacres, guns are bad, they're weapons of war. But he doesn't actually answer if you would ban them or not. You see, it's very smooth manipulation because he clearly is trying to talk about the issue, to make it seem like he actually answered it when he really didn't. He just spoke about it. And I think he must be doing it on purpose because what type of person just never answers the questions by accident? And it works with many people unless you're really trying to observe him very well. This was now, you see here, he was trying to manipulate, but in a different way. He was saying, you see, this is why people don't like Washington, D.C. They're always trying to put each other down and fight each other. No, that's not why we don't like it. The reason why we don't like it is because how people are out of touch. In fact, the reasons that people are fighting each other, politicians are fighting each other, it's occurring over the status quo versus the brand new young-faced Democrats. So we actually do enjoy that in reality. And he's trying to be appealing. He's trying to say, look, guys, isn't it so annoying, Washington, D.C.? It's so annoying. It's just a puddle, right? And so Castro was like, all right, I see what he's doing. I'm going to go in. Yeah, man, it's called a primary election. Because if we don't do this, how are we going to choose who goes against Trump in the fall of next year? So, again, guys, it's not... It's so obviously it's just trying to, really appeal to us and really get a good moment, really have a nice catchphrase. But I'm surprised that nobody else jumped in. Like, every single time that a Democrat would say something false, right? Like, Joe Biden would say something false about healthcare, or like what Pete Buttigieg was saying. It would never be Bernie who, jumped in to say he was wrong. It was always Castro. He was really focused, and he would always jump in when somebody would say something factually incorrect or that was simply wrong. So, I mean, what a great moment, because I was so satisfied. Finally, Pete Buttigieg knew he couldn't get away with the manipulation strategy. And one thing about him is that whenever Pete Buttigieg feels upset that he just got destroyed, he always gets really serious and goes like this. And just stares at the person that just destroyed him, long after they stopped talking. It happened in the very first debate when Eric Swalwell pressed him on the shootings of black people in his hometown. And then Buttigieg just kind of kept staring at him like this. Even when the moderators were asking a new person a question, and Swalwell already stopped talking, just kept staring at him. And you could tell just from his facial expressions that he got mad. He has something about his face you could just tell when he's upset. Some jealousy right there, because he was just like, damn it. I couldn't get away with manipulating the voters, but Castro just stopped me. So, there's kind of half Buttigieg is bad and he finally got stopped, and half look at how great Castro is doing. So I'm kind of putting down Buttigieg and putting up Castro at the same time in one video. And if you didn't see my last video before this, I just made a couple hours ago, or actually more like 1 hour ago, about Joe Biden talking about cancer being personal to him because his son died from it during an exchange with Bernie Sanders over Medicare for All. And it just shows how crazy it is, how you'd be willing to have thousands of American families lose their family members to cancer and heart disease just to get the money, the nice cash from those corporations. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But yeah, summary of this video: Buttigeg tried to make a nice manipulative catchphrase. He got stopped by Castro in an amazing fashion. So thanks for watching this video, guys. And one quick note is, this video is really making me consider supporting Julian Castro, because if you look at his policies, they're just as progressive as Bernie Sanders. If anything, he's even more progressive on immigration, and then he's much more energized and Latino. So, I mean, it's really making me consider supporting him for real over Bernie. I'm really going to think about who I'm supporting. Well, thanks for watching this video, guys, and bye.